Are you live? No.
I'm live.
To be like,
hey, I'm live. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go blare like
actually
music next to your car.
I can just mute it.
That's all right. Brandon and Connor said much worse than that.
Really? Oh, different Brandon.
I feel like at this point they're kind of weird. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's some truck.
All right, we're live.
That's why I like down here better, just because like I felt like the deeper shoe was better. So I thought there might be a better chance for like a long move supercell, and you don't have to wait. Like that big block too bad. You wanna get film video of it? Yeah. Dude, I like.
To be fair, that's what I was trying to do before the
Oh, you flew out there for that?
He lives, yeah. He
oh, you do?
Well, I'm from my parents do. I'm from there. I just happened to be home at the time, and I was like, oh shit, I'm.
They don't do it anymore.
I know they don't do it for wind, even though like it'll verify all the time. It's like a high risk. You know what they also don't do is they never put like moderate risk for hail on. Like when's the last time you saw them put a moderate for hail? I feel like it never happens.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I feel like it just never happens. So.
I'm just gonna mute my.
You know, and I just find a place to car camp, and then I'm back on the road by like 7:30. Yeah, I just couldn't sleep, so I'm like, I might as well drive and then sleep in a few hours. And then... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a couple like live streams, you know, where I'll like break down the setup.
I got enough
They did okay, honestly. Like I'd have like a concurrent like 60 to 70 viewers the whole time. So, you know, I mean, not terrible. About what I was kind of expecting. So, but you just got to be consistent. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Well, for me, I'm not big enough. It doesn't really matter as much right now. But once I get up to like around 20K or so, I'll probably like make a new channel to do that stuff. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Like a Ben Williams too.
Yeah.
So like if you were like heavy live stream and then you wanted to switch to videos like at 100K in, you think you should make a second channel rather than?
I don't necessarily make a second channel for that. I'm just saying if you're going to change the type of live stream, like if your channel's like chasing, and all of a sudden you've built up an audience of 80, 100,000 subscribers that expect that, and then you try to start doing at-home radar coverage. That's not what people subscribe to you for. So that's
true.
Where your algorithm.
Now, if you have 7,000, 6,000 subs, you know, it's not going to make as much of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Right now is your opportunity to build your first audience. Because Garrett cooked us for a complete audience. He stayed home and he desperately wanted to be part of it. So he tried to do a little breakdown.
Yeah. So YouTube doesn't like. And it cooked my shit. YouTube doesn't differentiate between.
It's just, basically what it picks up on is that if you're building an audience around a certain form of content, and all of a sudden you try to change to a different type of content, the audience that subscribed to you didn't subscribe to you to see that new type of content.
Yeah, I see what you're
So
saying.
then your audience isn't going to interact. The algorithm is going to pick up on the fact that all of a sudden your viewers don't watch you anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't know why, and it doesn't really care why. It's just going to stop sending it's going to stop
I see
sending
what you're
people to you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, then dang, maybe I shouldn't do those kind of lives. I should just.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Right now, it doesn't necessarily matter. You're still building that course. So
Okay.
If you want to set the standard, then you do both.
I've started to notice I've got a little bit of a core base starting to get going with the tornado streams. So.
You're not doing bad.
What?
You're not doing bad.
It's doing okay, especially that one in Illinois the other week really popped off because I was the only one out there. Yeah, you kind of rated me too. That helped me out.
I mean, it really didn't do that much. I think it doubled what you had, but that was you had a good stream on your own. You got that tornado.
Oh, the Mount Vernon tornado?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Effingham.
Yeah, Effingham. Yeah. That
Dude,
day.
I hated Texas so much that day, man. I was like, why the hell are people like down in Texas? But then, of course, the next day, you know, the 0% tornado risk, which shouldn't have been, but whatever. I think you guys went home or something. You guys didn't chase. Connor was like one of the only ones down there.
Oh,
I was like,
you're talking about Del Rio? When there's supposed to be that massive tornado in Del Rio?
no, the
massive
one that
supercell?
Connor got.
One down there.
The ones that were like those big tall tornadoes, but they like weren't very strong, you know? They looked like really visually like big and strong, but they weren't.
No. Doesn't ring a bell.
It's like 5,000 Cape and like that boundary down there, but yeah.
My memory's all fuzzy. I don't know, bro. My brain's cooked.
I woke up in like Rolla or whatever that morning, and it's like 7 a.m., so I couldn't make it down there. And I look at the Triple R, I'm like, oh crap. I want to be down in like Temple or whatever right now, you know? And
I didn't think you were going to go that big.
I remember now. You're talking about the one near Austin.
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to
Yeah.
be Gerald, too.
Dude,
Yeah,
I thought it
okay.
looked pretty
I remember that.
obvious in the morning that it was going to go pretty big time. But I cannot believe they didn't even at least throw a 2% down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, but how, like,
Count it.
how unserious are they really? Like, they're terrible at their job. Like, seriously. I mean that, and I mean that. Like, there's a few good meteorologists there that are good, but a lot of them, like, how do you see that on the HRRR and other models, and then you just don't even like bother to put a tornado risk? Yeah, but they didn't have a tornado. Like, that should have easily been a 5. You know, like, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. did that one time.
Hey, it's Norman Smith. Norman Smith's in the chat, bro.
I did that one time, and I never am doing it again. On the Granada Day.
What day was that?
Like June of 2023. That like crazy tornado in like southeast Colorado.
Oh yeah, when you and Connor were gonna target that.
Dude, we were so locked
Yeah.
in, but the SBC had like a 0% down there. Like we even said if there was like at least a 2, we would have stayed down there, and there wasn't even a 2, so we left. And we saw like 6 tornadoes, and we're still mad about it, you know. But
What's up, GTI? Bro, GTI. This guy's goated. This guy stuck with me like all 5 hours last stream.
actually,
Yeah,
GTI.
yeah. You ever seen him?
No.
I think he came from Connor's channel. He's the goat, man. Well, we got storms going up. I don't know how.
I think we're in a good spot to go north or south. Just
Yeah.
sit here.
Got storms going up to the west. Just kind of waiting right now. We got Ben Williams.
What's up?
We got
What's up,
Stormrunner
guys?
Media and the sexy Forerunner. You think that thing's still on its last leg? I remember it was pretty messed up last time I saw you.
I mean, maybe. Some days it acts like it is. I mean, I broke down how many it's I'm retiring it at the end of June. It's basically got to make it 60.
Not bad. What are you replacing it with?
What's your guys' plan?
The reason Garrett's saying he's figuring out stuff.
That's what I hear. He's
Norman, I think we're in Ottawa right now. I think.
Dude, I remember being in the back here with Connor. You guys were giving us a ride to that hotel in Altus. After that dummy got the whole car stuck like 5 feet into the ditch.
I wish I had the knowledge that I had now. I could have had you guys on that time and then
I don't know, dude. Like it was like flooding, and the car was like literally suctioned into the ground. I don't know. Well,
I pulled an RV at the receiver. That's
Yeah.
what I did all winter. I just practiced how to pull cars out of the
part of it was Connor's fault because he just kept revving the engine.
I mean, none of it.
How long were y'all stuck in that ditch
I'm like,
for?
Stop it! You're stuck. You're not getting out.
Bruh.
I can do it.
How long
It's
were
the
y'all
same thing
stuck
that
there
happened
for,
to me,
Ben?
like 2 weeks before that, and I had learned
Bro.
my lesson. So I'm like, stop doing it. I know.
How long were y'all stuck in that ditch for?
This whole chat's like, listen to Ben. He's right.
I feel like
you
I'm
know,
talking
but-
to a brick wall right now.
They were, I mean, we had to leave it there overnight.
Yeah.
To go back to the
Yeah.
How long were y'all stuck in the ditch for?
I mean, the car was there the whole night.
It was?
But they gave us a ride back into like Altus, and I kid you not, I took like, that tornado had so much dust, and I was like hanging out the window. I took like I washed my hair 4 times with shampoo, and there's still like dirt coming out of it. It was like ridiculous.
Yeah, you went hard that day.
Dude, that day was fun. That was the most fun day I think ever, chase-wise.
Yeah, that was that one probably hurt the most to miss last year.
We were originally wanting to go to Southwest Kansas, and we sat near Woodward, for a while, and then we ended up turning around. I forced Connor to turn around.
Dude, I did not think that they would do anything.
No.
I was just like, you know what, we're here. We literally were sitting in the office eating brunch an hour before that tornado came down.
Wait,
And all of a sudden, there's a multi-vortex wedge coming right at me.
I remember we woke up and we were like, are we even gonna get to chase today? You guys were like telling your like subscribers, you're like, yeah, there's like a 60-40 chance of a stream or something, you know, like whatever, right? Because I don't know, someone was saying that because like the models were kind of iffy on if stuff was even gonna. I'm telling you, man, those like mesoscale days are just the best, always, every time. Just 35 knots of zonal flow. That's all you, and like 5,000. That's all you need. I think June is gonna be really good for that this year. So.
I hope so.
Because it kind of reminds me of 2023, where you had like abundant like moisture in like the high plains. And I think you're gonna have the same kind of thing, where you just get like dew points to just get like pumped up.
Let's get a dew point of 78 in Montana and see what happens.
Dew point of like 72 again in like Lyman, Colorado.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Should have known.
I just think every month's good. I think we're finally out of that 2020, 2021 slump.
Oh yeah.
I think we're out of it, man. We're in the golden age of storm chasing now.
Again. I mean, it was like a decade ago, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like back now.
Yeah, dude. The past like.
It goes through cycles, I think.
Like 2018. I mean, 2019 was okay, but really from like 2018 to 2022, that was just like hell on earth.
I thought 2021 was okay. 2019 was obviously like insane though.
I mean, 2021 was okay, but it was nothing compared to like 2023, 2024, and really at this pace, it won't even compare to this year either.
No, depending on what happens, I guess the next month or two.
But I mean, looking at it, it's like the next month or two is gonna be pretty
like
good.
I easily had like my best April ever, and it wasn't even close.
Oh, dude, you killed it last month.
Like every tornado was like photo. Like this year's like been good. Like
it's been a great year.
So,
yeah. I'm just hoping it keeps up, because like that's the big thing too. It's like with this live streaming thing, it's like we all want to do it and all want to like make it a living, but if there's no tornadoes to chase them, then you're screwed.
But I mean, those big days are like that's how you get your name made, you know?
Yeah.
Like
those guys developing right behind us north on 39. That's off the pre-frontal boundary that's going up north of us. We won't catch those, but if you see east of us, you see those edge line of cumulus here. Like that guy's starting to tap in. You got a guy that went 20,000 foot just north of us, north of Mendota. And then you got the one near Rockford. So
I don't know if those are the ones I'd want to go for. But
well, I'm saying that pre-frontal boundary moving east, it's going to initiate storms that possibly go into eastern counties, going into northwest Indiana. If that does happen, the ones over there are backed. You already have upper 70 dew points starting to spread into that area. That would be the tornado air mass.
Yeah.
These storms are pushed against the cold front / dry line.
The problem with these ones are they're too close to the lake. You don't have much real estate, you know?
We don't have a lake breeze today.
Yeah, but I mean, still, they're going to go off into the lake.
So should we leave?
Well, I'm saying not into the lake. I'm talking about the guys that are south that go east.
Wait, which one? Which one's
Look at the visible satellite. I mean, they're just...
You're talking about
Look
which...
at the pre-frontal boundary. That's firing off the I-39 storm. Look, see how it sags? It goes east and goes south. It dips down south. Look at the actual cumulus going all the way down. That was kind of east.
Oh, so you're saying like Gary area in like a couple hours, probably.
Northwest Indiana.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You got the storms from the west.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's good. That pre-frontal boundary was northwest Indiana. Does it initiates? Then those are the tornado producers, definitely. The photographs out there are burned.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, the ones to the north, though, I wouldn't. But if someone fired like to the south of here and went into northwest Indiana, then
We should get there quick then.
Northwest Indiana,
I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen.
I might hedge a little bit east, but
It's just a debate. That's why it's hard to sit here because that stuff is so good. Look, they're getting tilted already. See how they're getting tilted? Every one of them getting tilted on that.
How can you tell?
Look, it's rotating. See how it's building? It's already rotating right there. See that?
I'm not as confident. I'm not as confident in these ones as the ones to our west, but I do.
You see the rotation in that guy already? It's spinning.
Yeah, you got the wind shear definitely getting those things tilted. So this is okay. Yeah, I see. Like you can see the boundary right
So
here.
is it going to put
radar.
out a tornado soon or what?
If anything,
You see the boundary right there on radar. It's barely visible. See it?
Yep. See it?
Right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's such a gamble. Our best storm off to the west is a guy who got 40,000 foot eclipse, and he's right there.
I think
You can see our ambulance
I think I'm gonna want to play to the west, but I could be wrong about that. I mean,
it could be that guy that comes east.
Yeah. What's your name?
Curtis.
Curtis?
Nice to meet you.
Ben?
Ben?
Yeah. Where are you from?
East of here, about an hour.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, so you're from Chicago then?
Yeah. Everyone's on my turf now.
Oh, yeah.
Does this look good?
Probably not. It's got some fun guy in there.
Is this supposed to be black?
No.
Oh.
Show the stream.
I'm not putting my toes on stream. But my toe's black. They don't think it's a problem.
Did that happen to my toe when I was playing basketball and I had like an ingrown toenail and it got stepped on?
Good.
Which phone do you use to stream? Your like main one, or do you have a burner?
Yeah, my main one.
Your main one?
And then I got the burner.
Oh.
I got
what's your second phone number?
Did I not text you one? I thought
I don't know. I don't think I have it. Cause I use a different. Actually, I use a different one.
Yeah, I literally just texted you on it on the second.
Try not to get killed by yours.
Well, I'll send you my burner.
I just texted you.
Okay.
You should have it. My toe is black because I play football in cleats that are too tight for my feet. Dang, I think it's gonna bust, man. I think we should just call it a day.
You're just gonna go back to home tonight?
Yeah, just back to St. Louis. Y'all can crash on my couch if y'all want to, since the Target's down there.
I might have to. I don't know. I kind of like Central Kentucky the most tomorrow, so I don't know. I might have to stay east.
You have a place to stay if you need it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Or you could spoon with me. It's up to you. He like an awkward laugh. He's like, I totally don't want to cuddle with you. What?
You got room for Connor?
I got room for all three of us, man. I got a queen size bed that'll fit 3 men, or 2 men and 1 boy. Because Connor's a little boy.
Yeah, I love the 4Runners. They're such a boss of a car.
I hated every second of that, bro. I know, I was like, bro, shut the fuck up.
It's okay.
Hey, that's super.
If I were you,
that supercell's going on, man.
On the ones to the west.
That's what I'm doing.
Because really, if
there's our cells.
North go off, by the time
my
they
phone
really
is getting
get
hot
mature,
as
they're gonna hit the lake. So you're gonna want to bank on like something comes down.
This guy has eagle wings now.
Oh yeah, flying eagle, baby. Let's go. Eagle wings. Yeah, I bet it probably is.
Yeah, follow this guy. How do you keep your phone cool when you're streaming? Oh, you do it off that?
If you have vents, because of the way your vents are.
Yeah, I can't like aim it at it. I have to like do the dash.
Mine's perfect because well, actually, there's a cloud over the sun right now. That'll help you out a lot. Yeah, sometimes on a day like today, that's like a little bit of a. Maybe it's a little bit of a. little bit more like moisture too, right off the way. Lower temperatures maybe. That'll help.
Too many faces, bro. I like to just target the center of wherever the SBC tells me to go.
Yeah, the reason I was debating between here and Wisconsin, but maybe I should have went up to central Wisconsin. I don't know. I haven't seen the tornado.
It's too late now. You're exactly where you need to be.
I like the Berkshire down here a little bit more.
You're surrounded by great people. You're in the right spot.
Oil changes.
I'm gonna go wherever Andrew Griffiths tells me to go. That's the plan.
This has got 6 more weeks.
Oh my, dude! Look at that pipe in like Wisconsin earlier.
Holy moly! What a pipe, dude.
Yeah, I let my dad talk me through the worst decision of my life.
Oh my goodness! Any day now.
Look how fast that boundary's moving.
Hey, we're severe warned. Our storm to the northwest is severe now.
Where are they?
The one to the east of Davenport is.
The one east of Davenport jumped off the line and already has a hook. I don't know if it has velocity yet. I think once they get more east, like I said, we just need them to get more east. Winds should start becoming more turning. We'll be fine.
I just go wherever the HRRR tells me to go. That's the truth. Dude, look at it. It's like last recent round. Like, you don't see that boundary that it fires ahead, and then it does it in like these kind of, and then it does it in like Michigan.
Well,
they start to go. That's that boundary that he was talking about.
You gotta understand, bro. Once those storms hit the Chicago metro, you're not keeping up with them. The day's over. The fact that we chose to target west of Chicago,
Not necessarily.
means once it hits Chicago, it's
Well,
over,
it depends
bro.
on the part of Chicago.
You're not gonna keep up with it. That Chicago traffic is gonna.
If it's the far
gonna be
southern
bad.
side, I'd be okay with it. We're gonna get a 5,000 foot tall stovepipe.
With this storm, most
It's
definitely.
not-
That is the most isolated superstore right now.
I'm gonna go up.
It's gonna be like the Omaha day a few weeks back. It's gonna be like the Omaha day a few weeks back with the high spreads, where it just puts down a pipe. All right, hey, see you, man. Yeah, we'll see each other.
Catch some cases pizza.
Good luck.
I'm still on the back here. I don't want to sit for a half an hour to start my stream.
What storm are you going to?
The Galvin one, the one that's more by itself.
Oh, I
I'm just
see.
gonna start heading that way a little bit. That or I'll decide to shoot north. I'm just gonna start driving.
That's probably a good idea.
It was, man. I'm gonna go chill in the AC in my car.
That's a good idea. The fuck away from me. Rick. Well, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Go get on a storm nice and early. Can head towards Sheffield, Illinois. One problem I'm already seeing is my phones are getting hot. It's like almost 100 degrees out here today. It's so bright, I can't see my screens. Phones are overheating. Not good. Alright, the storm we're about to go after is already severe warned. I think we're gonna go get it. Might as well get on a storm nice and early. Where'd Ben go? Where'd the homie Ben go? I don't know. good. My phone is getting hot. Hot, hot, hot. Alright, we're gonna go down the severe warning storm. Try to see something pretty. Yeah, Connor said he's heading to Northwest Indiana, which I don't hate that idea. I just don't want to touch Chicago traffic. I'm not very interested in that. I'd rather just get on these storms out here in good terrain and not deal with the city, and then once it's over, head on home. Get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a pretty big day. Already got a moderate risk out, day 2 moderate risk for much of southern Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. Very reminiscent of May 26th of last year, which was a pretty good day for chasing. Very widespread. Thinking the stream might cut out soon. I don't know how much longer I can keep this phone cold for. The sun is just absolutely baking my phone right now, and I have a feeling it's going to overheat here soon. So I'm going to do my best to keep the stream going, but I think we're going to have to invest in a phone cooler at some point as we go into the summertime. traffic jam. Oh, come on. Damn it. Well, that's not good. Got a big old traffic jam. I'm wondering if I can hop on like a little country road and get past this. Doesn't look like it. Yes, there's gotta be a way. There it is. Alright, we're gonna skip this traffic. We're gonna hop on a little back road. So I do not feel like waiting. I'm not in the waiting mood today. I'm trying to get directions, but the sun is just fucking blind. Service road, I think. Should bring us where we need to be. Yep. But we are staring down a severe warning storm. First one of the day. Hopefully we can just get on this one. It produces something and call it a day on a 3 or 4 hour span. Hopefully there's no more traffic after this. It's a dead-end road. Kind of gotta get back on the interstate. Please be moving. Yes, Traffic is moving up here. Probably just saved ourselves a good 20 minutes doing that. And we got in front of DL. Oh, that's funny. DL left about 5 minutes before us, and we just got in front of him, couldn't skip the traffic. Looking pretty good. Blank on it. Looks like it just went through a split too, so hopefully this thing can pick up some more steam and really get going here soon. I would love for this road work to end, but God knows that the state of Illinois has to have at least 50% of every interstate under active construction at all times. You cannot drive through Illinois without being in construction like half the time. It's the only state I've ever been to that's like this. Everywhere you go, it's just always construction. I don't get how it's like this here. Should be going 120 miles an hour right now, but we're going 50. This is ridiculous. Where's that at again, GTI? Where are you from? Yeah, I don't think I'd survive anywhere with a 20 mile per hour speed limit. That would just absolutely drive me insane. $20 is crazy. And yeah, that's what I figured, given your profile as a GTI. I just kind of figured you were from the UK. Yeah, I don't know if I'd make it in the UK, man. Like so culturally similar, but also just so different at the same time. I'm not sure I'd ever make it there. Is that like, so is 20 the speed limit on like a highway, or is that just like normal roads? So if it's just like normal roads, I get it, but if that's like highway speeds, then yeah, that would be crazy. Road like this being 30 is crazy. Yeah, thanks for telling me that, because now I know to never go to the UK. It would throw me in jail so quick. Well, can see the storm out ahead. I can pretty much see right through the updraft base, so that's not good. I can see right through it. Praying this thing holds together. What's up, kitten? Thanks for tuning in, kitten. So good to see you here, boo. Well, we got the storm going up and it's already had a split, but it's visually not looking the healthiest. Updraft looks very narrow. I can pretty much see right through it. So the best look visually, but the good news is we at least have a storm, so we'll take what we can get. Get me a wedge. I got you a wedge right here, bro. Got you a wedge right here. Come sit on it. Yeah, tomorrow should be a lot better than today, I feel like. If we're lucky, I'll get a live stream of your house getting demolished tomorrow. That would be ideal. I'll tell you what this updraft reminds me of. May 12th, May 11th, 2023. The first storm that went up in Lawton, Oklahoma before the Cole tornado. This looks just like it. A nice skinny barber pole updraft that probably won't develop the way it should. And then we'll have to shoot back west or to the east to catch up with other storms. Maybe today will play out like that. Allah does will it, buddy. I've already talked to him, bro. You're cooked. What's up, Sean? Thanks for tuning in. Coming up on a severe warning supercell near Buda, Illinois. Currently pretty skinny. Not the most intense storm ever, but it is severe warning. So it's a start. Maybe we can get some hail out of it eventually. Yeah, Sean, it is. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had the chance to chase a hurricane yet. I've just been too caught up with work, and the one time I tried to chase a hurricane, my car blew up on me halfway down. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Hoping to get a good eyewall intercept this year. here soon. Just let this thing pass us by. This thing looks pretty pathetic in person. Very high base, very skinny. It does not look the way you want a supercell to look. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, all 7 people that are tuned in right now. Sorry, all 8. Appreciate all 16 that have already dropped a like. Appreciate all of y'all. Hopefully we get a good tornado today, or at the very least a pretty supercell, maybe some hail. We'll see. Yep, I get it. Would love an exit here. I don't think we're gonna get another exit for another like 5 miles. Very high base storm ahead of us. I think a merger or two would help this thing kind of widen the updraft out, but it does not look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, our storm is dying. Does not look great. I really want to pull over and just stop. I'd love an exit here. Yeah, I think so too. I think Michigan is definitely under the gun today. I thought about heading up to Michigan, but I woke up kind of late today, and I kind of just opted to just chill out and play the close target and save my energy for tomorrow. I just wrapped up a pretty rough set of midnight shifts, so I'm been pretty exhausted. So I'm gonna take it easy this stretch, chase what's convenient, and then I'll focus on chasing my heart out after that. But our storm is fizzling out. It looks terrible. I don't think this storm's gonna do anything. We're gonna stop here for a second and kind of assess what's going on here, and might shoot south. I'm not sure yet. Hurry up, buddy. Alright, we'll find a little place to pull over right here. Do a quick assessment. Just gonna pull it over right here real quick. Take a quick gander at things, see what the environment looks like elsewhere. I would try to show y'all a storm, but there ain't really nothing to see right now. Looks pretty abysmal. Today's tricky because I think the chance of these storms up here that we're on right now producing tornadoes is pretty good.
You gonna go south after all that?
I think so.
Okay, I got you.
Let's go talk to DL real quick. It's DL scales. Yeah, I don't know. This storm sucks.
Yeah.
Obviously, but like looking at out ahead. All the winds are veered until you get to Chicago, but then at that point, it's like once the storms are there, you're not keeping up with them. So I feel like if you wanted to see a tornado today, you would have to like already be in the suburbs and like reposition like an hour ahead of time because the traffic's going to be so bad.
It sounds like everyone I'm talking to on the radio is talking about going to Southwest Michigan. So I'm not going all over there. I just don't have it in me to go that far. But I just was curious what your thoughts were.
I thought about that too, but yeah, it's like I don't feel like going through Chicago and Gary, dude. Not a chance. Which I don't know.
Freaking nerd!
Oh, it's Ryan Shaw. I guess the bright side would be you're close to Connor's house and maybe he'd let you stay there.
Sure. I got to get to St. Louis by tomorrow morning, Dave, to take care of it.
Oh, damn true.
And I'm already running on baseball no sleep. I don't have any plan on going up there, but I just wanted to see what you were doing.
Well, if I head back, I live in St. Louis, so if you need somewhere to crash, you can stay with me if you need to.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. This storm sucks. Booty. And most of these do. So here's our problem. So you can see these are storms out here. All these wind barbs, the winds are southwesterly. You don't want that. You want them to be more southerly and southeasterly, but it doesn't really get that way until you hit Chicago. But the problem is, you can't chase Chicago because the traffic is it's terrible. There's too many people there to chase. So it's a tough spot to be in. I think yeah, I don't know. I guess the play now would just be to like stick with these until they hit Chicago. But again, I don't think they're going to produce tornadoes until they hit Chicago. So, there is a storm to our south that's a little isolated that might be in a little bit better moisture. Where am I going tomorrow? I don't really know. I'm probably just going to go back home tonight to St. Louis, go to bed, wake up, and then I'll make a call from there. I haven't really looked at anything for tomorrow, so. But I am under the impression that tomorrow is probably going to be a lot better day than today. I really like the way that tomorrow looks for a few days now, so I'm pretty excited to chase it. I think it'll be something good. Today was always just kind of like a, 50-50 to me. I almost consider not even chasing today because it didn't really impress me all that much, but I still decided to venture out, and now we're up here, so. It was a good day up in Minnesota and Wisconsin. They're pretty photogenic tornadoes, and I wanted to go up there, but yeah, I just didn't make it in time. All right, let's see. Probably gonna have to make a decision on what we're gonna do here fairly soon. Not too much time for lollygagging. My computer is running incredibly slow. What the hell? So that's by 7 o'clock. All right, we're gonna see if we can make it to Southwest Michigan in time for the storms down there. If not, we'll probably try to hop on something on the southern storms. Yeah, we're not gonna make it to Southwest Michigan in time. And I'm not following these storms into Chicago, so. I think we're gonna go back towards Ottawa. We'll stick with these storms for maybe like another 30 minutes, and then if they're not gonna do anything, then we'll fortunately might have to call it a stream. I'm not gonna call it yet. But things are not going in the right direction, at least for this part of the world. What in the world is this guy doing? We got somebody going in reverse down the wrong way on the on-ramp. So that adds like an hour on our way back home. What in the world are they doing? That's got to be a tour van. They're acting stupid. All right, we're gonna head back east. Stick with these updrafts for a little bit longer, and if they're not doing anything, then we're just gonna drop south and get on the southern storm, assuming it's still looking good. got hit by I think we just got hit by a land spout or a gustnator or something. What in the world? What the hell is that? What the hell? Some sort of like land spout or gustnado just like came right across the road and hit us. I assume it's just a little gustnado, but that was weird. All of a sudden I just see a bunch of like debris come up off the side of the road, spinning like a top. It's definitely not a tornado. The storm would not be putting down a tornado. I think it's just a little gustnado or land spout on this little updraft. But oh, that was cool. That caught me off guard. Was not expecting that. Yeah, it was I think it was a little gustnado, which isn't a tornado, but it's rotating, so it's better than seeing nothing. I can show you how absolutely pathetic our storm looks. Believe it or not, you're looking right at the storm and it just looks absolutely pathetic. Like I said, I don't think these are gonna blow up until they hit Chicago. which is, yeah.
I agree.
Looks like we might get some updraft mergers here soon, hopefully. Very high based, not looking very healthy, but surprisingly I've seen worse. I haven't lost all hope yet. There's our storms, if you can even call them that. Terrible. They look absolutely horrific. getting somewhere. Storms are building. See if I can stop real quick and show you guys. Show all three people in here that may or may not be watching. What the hell? That's great. Not bad. It's pretty. So, but we have a problem. Seems like my phone is not charging. Oh my gosh, shut up. Yeah, it's not fun to drive with no music, but I think here at some point I'll just start muting the stream while I'm going between targets. Just mute the stream and play music. That would probably work a little better. But we're gonna follow these storms a little bit, follow them to the highway, and if it doesn't look like they're gonna do much today, it just might be cooked. But there's really a small window for chaseable storms today, and I don't think it's really gonna work out in our favor, unfortunately. But it's okay with me. It means I just get to stop, eat somewhere, and go home and sleep in my own bed tonight. And wake up and chase tomorrow, pretty close to home, so. It's not a bad day. Still a lot of good things to look forward to. got that out of the way. Let me get a song in me. Looks like the storms we were on are maybe kind of starting to take shape a little bit. So I think, I don't know. Got a decision to make. We can go for the ones north, or we can drop south and try to get the storm surf south. Alright, I got that out of the way. That's a tough call. Storms down south look pretty gnarly, actually. You know what? I think we're gonna go south. Yeah, we're gonna drop south here. Get onto these storms to the south. So we're just gonna head towards Bloomington. We already got giant storms to the south, actually. It looks like big hail producers. So might be able to see something cool going south. That way we're already heading back towards home, and then I can get home and get some sleep tonight. Billboard says this is an interstate, not a NASCAR track. News to me. Those storms near Springfield just absolutely exploded. There's some massive storms down to our south. Hopefully we can get on them soon and get some hail or something. Hey GTI, nothing's stopping you from doing it. Police be damned. Yeah, it looks like these storms down in central Illinois towards Springfield just exploded and went right through the cap. I think we might get some good hail out of these. what to do. Wait on this lousy storm, or I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll grab some food here. Wait on this storm. I don't think much of anything's gonna happen, but oh well. Everybody at Burger King today. I better hurry up. That's not a drop in the line. I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Thank you for choosing Burger King. You can order whenever you're ready.
Sounds good. Fucking hit my face. Can I get 2 of the honey mustard wraps with no tomato?
Okay. Anything else?
And then could I do the 8-piece chicken fries, and that'll be all.
Okay. Your total at the window will be $11.23.
Thank you.
Is that back for you?
Thank you.
I'll be right out for you.
Yeah, no Bev. I'm not a big fan of soda, and I'm also not a fan of drinking water from gas stations, or not gas stations, tap water from restaurants. I'm not a fan of that. I'm already eating unhealthy enough by eating the food here. No need to compound the unhealthiness with poor beverage decisions. So I had a lot of water earlier today, and I had my electrolytes when I woke up, so I don't really need anything to drink. And plus, when you're chasing, the last thing you want is to be pissing 24/7. I had that problem last live stream in Nebraska. I had to pee in a bottle, I had to mute the stream and pee in a bottle because I drank too much water.
Can I be pulled forward, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Move, move, move. Need to hurry up with the food. The supercell's moving through. Give me my food. Yep. Peed in a bottle going like 100. I'm pretty skilled. But here's our situation. Right now we're waiting on Burger King and we got this storm coming at us. We'll see if it does anything. We'll stick with this, and if that doesn't do anything, then we'll probably just end the stream and take the L for today. Not a lot of people scored today. Not a lot of people are going to score today. So just one of them days. I think tomorrow will be a lot better day. I like the look of tomorrow. Not sure where we're gonna target, but I think we'll like end up in southern Illinois, something of the sorts. Oh, freak. Yeah, it's thundering pretty good. I mean, the storm's intensifying, so it's got some decent lightning on it. Probably get a good view. These people would make my food. I don't know. It's just a meme that I found, and I just felt like I related to it, so I made it my profile picture. It just speaks to me. Bro, where's my food? Oh my goodness. Thank you. No worries. Oh, yeah. All right. We can eat. I am starving. Yeah, the good news is it seems like it's freshly made, so. Oh, I hear some hailstones. Just heard a pea. All right. I'm gonna post up right here, eat our food, and let this storm pass us by. Show y'all real quick. I can't really see it through the window, but that's our storm. Does not look that great. Very unimpressive, like most of the storms today. I'm not expecting much out of it. And I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt if it doesn't do anything. Hey, what's up, Michelle? Thanks for tuning in. I am from Illinois, so I'm chasing in my backyard today. But does not seem like much is happening today, so. I think today is over.